All right, so the next one is I already have some syndication set up using IFTTT and my blog's RSS feed to Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. If I order a single tier syndication network, will that require modification to my existing syndication, or would Semantic Mastery just create a new network from scratch? Thanks. Yeah, typically we're going to just create a new one from scratch, which it's okay. We're not, because remember, we're not going to create a Facebook page for you. We don't do that. Or a Facebook profile. We don't do that. Twitter, yeah, we would create a Twitter account typically and a new Tumblr account. And it's okay to have more than one Tumblr or Twitter. I'm not so much of a Twitter user. It's part of the networks, but I don't know, maybe somebody else can comment on if it's okay to have multiple Twitter accounts for the same brand. But you can have more than one Tumblr blog or more than one WordPress blog in a syndication network for a brand. The goal is not to create a whole bunch of them because that's very spammy, but it's okay to have, an additional one or two. It's not going to hurt, especially blog properties. It's really not going to hurt. You just don't want to, what I recommend not doing is creating multiple syndication networks, full-on networks for one particular brand, to where the only content that's ever published to them is the content that's republished, reposted, syndicated from a blog, the money site blog. And that's because that leaves a footprint which is clearly used for search manipulation. But as far as if you just have a couple of syndication points like Facebook, which we're not going to touch anyways, Twitter and Tumblr, I don't think that would be an issue. Can anybody comment on the Twitter part of it?
I don't think so either, unless you're pushing really, really hard on getting those indexed, but it's really hard to index a tweet, right? So I don't think it will be that big of a deal. We have experience sending people through t.co, which is Twitter, shortener, through a go.gl and all that sorts of shenanigans, which we had, and it did move the needle. So I don't think it would be any issues doing that. I would still keep it like natural as possible.
Yeah. Well,
usually like any company out there, if you think about it, any company or business, unless they're opening Twitter accounts or Twitter profiles for different branches, they don't have like a lot of Twitter profiles. They have like just one main Twitter profile and then they syndicate out of that. So I would follow that route.
Yeah, and also keep in mind, if it's a Twitter account, if you've already got a Twitter account that you actually really engage with, or the company, the brand does, or whatever, that actually engages with, has followers and that kind of stuff, and it's being really used, then if you have another one that's created as part of the network, when you buy it from us, it's not a big deal because it'll basically be sandboxed anyways until it gets a lot of engagement. And if you're not actively using it other than just posting tweets to it, it's probably not going to affect anything. But that said, just contact support and say you've already got your own Twitter account. Again, Tumblr, I wouldn't care about having a second Tumblr, but Twitter, if you want to just contact support and say, look, I've already got my own Twitter account, please omit that from this network, we can certainly do that. It's not, I mean, then you don't even got to worry about it. You just got one Twitter account you're already connected to, so it wouldn't be an issue, right? It's a good question though, Kyle.